All right, we back and we just saw Civil War. Thoughts?
This is the continuation of Marvel's Civil War. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought that at first though. Just like really quick, I'm like, what are they doing? Like, didn't they already do that movie?
I hate
Because
how
I thought they would never make a
Marvel
movie
like,
called Civil War.
has like
but
co-opted
this is
that
different.
that title, but
Oh, that's good.
Anyway, Civil War, a journey across the dystopian future America, following a team of military-embedded journalists as they race against time to reach D.C. before rebel factions descend upon the White House. This is a future America, huh?
Oh, it wasn't
I mean,
current?
the first thing that comes to mind because I didn't know if it was like that far in the future, because I'm like, can you use drones for all this fucking photography shit?
How deep in the future was it supposed to be? I thought it was like alternate world type.
Maybe. But I was like, where's the drones? Like, where's the machines? You know what I mean? Anyway.
There was a lot of machines though. They were just like, yeah, I thought
The
this was like
futuristic
alternate,
machines,
but I thought it was like alternate future because there really were no futuristic machines.
Yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, like robots could handle all this
Yeah,
shit.
should literally be doing
But
all
anyways, overall, like this was like a wild ride. Like I was pretty much invested through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Loved the characters.
Yep.
A lot of intense moments. Like
Lots.
smaller moments combined with like big action moments. Shout out to it's an A24 film, so came in with high expectations, but I think it met those expectations pretty well. And directed by Alex Garland. He's done some great stuff in the past, but he's always in this like he always does like futuristic stuff. So this was like almost like it wasn't in that genre of like he's done Ex Machina and Annihilate. It wasn't like a like a sci-fi or anything like that. So I don't know what I was expecting. Like I knew there was gonna be war elements to it.
Yeah.
But it was very much focused on like press. And like not choosing sides, which is really interesting. It was just like, I mean, I guess it sort of chose sides because like you were only pretty much following the Western kind of forces
the Western forces
that seceded or whatever.
I didn't even get that at first. It was like you really didn't know. It was just a bunch of bang, 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 drive, boom. You know what I mean? Run.
But they were always like with the rebels.
I could never tell until near the end what side we were running with.
I feel like it was mostly like
it was the
rebels, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, it was. I think you're right, but I couldn't tell.
Because like
at the
those
beginning.
guys that were just like
shooting.
that were posted up
at the house
were
just like, they're just shooting at us, we're shooting at them.
They could have been
exactly
for the
and I felt like they kind of dived into that though, because I really couldn't even tell what side we were on until the very end.
But I think that's the point. It's like, who cares? And and that's kind of smart that the movie did that, or the director, because he's like, okay, I'm not trying to like ruffle any feathers or whatever. It's just trying to like portray what a civil what a civil war could potentially be.
Yeah. It was.
I enjoyed it.
Let's see. That
I don't know if I enjoyed it, but it was
but it was a good movie.
Entertaining.
But it's like it's triggering or whatever,
Yeah.
But yeah, the sound design was on point. I think that's how I felt so many of the moments is because that sound design was so strong.
Just like quiet, like very dynamic. Like
there'd be no sound at all. Yeah.
Like
or like all the horns and the sirens and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it was. Even that opening shot, it was like a song, but it had like horns and sirens laid over it, and it was starting to make you feel some type of way about the situation. Like it was like setting the stage for the film. Like this is what you're gonna be in for. And it was like that music, and then the guys are like trying to push back the people, and people start pushing back the guards and like pushing back all the way.
I thought it was gonna be more of that kind of civilian stuff.
Yeah, but no, it went deep. It was like they were in Iraq or something, but it was American. Yeah, no, that was wild. I didn't know what to expect.
And then of course, like the press side where it's like it's almost like an exhilarating fucking moment.
It was the rush for it was like cocaine for them. Yeah, for sure.
It's like just the dichotomy of like this is fucking scary shit, but I also gotta just get the shot. And I don't know, because that could be triggering for sure, because like desensitized to war, and it's like it almost treats it like not that serious in a way, especially the last scene.
Yeah,
like,
I mean it was serious, but it was almost there how desensitized they became, or
even the music in the last scene was
that
so,
was kind of harsh. That was harsh.
It was so like anti.
But that was the vibe though. She got the shot though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was also about a little bit to me was making that moment like worth something, making the sacrifice worth something by getting the shot.
No, I get 100%, but I'm just saying like I feel like the moment wasn't heavy.
I felt like it was. I thought it just kind of encapsulated. Yeah, that was the point though. It
like,
encapsulated
right,
what the film was about.
We're gonna just leave you here.
But she became Kirsten Dunst. You know what I mean? That was her moment where it was like, oh wow, something real just
also,
happened.
like,
one of my idols, and I got to keep it moving because I got to get the shot. You know what I mean?
Right.
That is what I was
even
here for,
check,
to
like,
get the
they're
shot.
Wearing fucking Kevlar.
But remember
Check the fucking.
Remember her lesson at the beginning was, hey, this is gonna keep happening, and you got to buck up and you got to keep it moving. You know, get ready. And that was literally the full circle. It was right there. That first thing she told him.
I get it for sure.
You know, she was like, she was right. It won't happen again. And she was right. You know,
no, it's true. It's an arc for her.
She bucked
for
up.
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
that was real.
And then, yeah.
I love that.
I mean, that's what
that
it was
moment
about.
made I thought the movie was dragging on, actually. I was sitting there when they were at that last moment. I'm like, dude,
I
can we stop going to war zones?
I could have sat there for another hour
but
watching that war
wrapped it
stuff.
up. Hey, they wrapped that up.
It was tense. Like I was like,
sure,
yeah.
But it was just getting like repetitive.
Like you didn't know.
But they did a great job.
Just like you said, the sound design, like in the White House, like.
Oh yeah, it was suspenseful
and,
for sure. Because you felt like you were a journalist in there on the front lines, and you weren't shooting, but I guess you were kind of shooting, but you're shooting with a camera.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, that's, yeah.
And you know what I mean? You're trying not to get involved, but you have to be there to capture the moment.
Kind of commentary, but I guess I liked it.
Yeah, I did like it. I thought it was cool. I thought they were a little bit far on the front lines, don't get me wrong, but I'm sure that those guys exist out there.
Yeah.
The war photographers, yeah. We've seen the pictures, so.
What's my guy, what's his name, Sammy or whatever?
I know he was gonna die because he was partially black. Yeah, so.
He was only like fucking, you know.
Yeah. Everybody else was just out here just running it. My guy who was just out here for like it felt like he was on cocaine when he was out there. Who's my guy? The main guy with the group. I can't think of his name.
The Florida guy?
Sure. Yeah. No.
Which guy?
The guy. Well, come on, one of our main protagonists.
Yeah, the
dude.
Mexican guy.
Yeah, him.
Yeah,
sure,
he's from Florida.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say Mexican. He's from Florida.
So
he has an accent.
Yeah. Are you an American? Yeah, that part I feel like. Oh, this is a sketch.
Oh, which part?
I don't know. They pulled up super sketch stuff. Yeah. But anyway.
No, I'm sure they live there.
I think it's time for America to fight back against these criminals.
We can take a walk.
No, I'm not going to. Too close. No, you're not gonna.
That was weird.
That was weird.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I don't even know where we at.
The Asian guys?
No, I was just talking about I don't know. Something about
that was a shocking moment, like.
Well, when they got
captured, yeah.
Yeah, that was weird, actually.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
How that happened?
Yeah.
Like how they got into that situation.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
They needed her.
The funny thing was that was the only part I didn't like.
No, I love that.
That one little chunk, only because I guess it did speak to that girl's character of being kind of like a thrill seeker, but why would you jump into that random car with someone who you never even met before in like such a high stakes? I don't know. Something about that moment was just like, well, what?
I mean, it needed to happen because she.
I feel it. But still,
they needed to go seeking her.
Wait, what?
And they already knew each other from the.
And I did it, but she didn't know them, and that's why I'm like.
He jumped into the car in the back. Like I wouldn't want to fucking be fucking stuck in there with all those people.
But then he got to jump back. I don't know. Something about that was just super weird. It was like,
no, I don't.
Why would
I give
you
it a
just do
pass.
that?
Give it a pass.
just randomly
she is a thrill seeker too.
Jump into another car. Well, it's like, okay, but these are total strangers, and they weren't even like.
And he's a fucking drunk.
And my thing was the fear of the initial interaction is what made me be like, well, then why would she just jump in this car? Even if it's like, oh yeah, you know them, but it was like when they first pulled up, you were like, who the fuck are these guys?
They're just playing around, you know what I mean?
I guess.
Like it's war. You gotta find your moments of kind of excitement.
That's beautiful. But that was so wild that she just jumped.
And that town that's just like a perfect town, but then you see the fucking snipers on the rooftops. They're like, yeah, that was.
Even like, how did they get captured when those guys, like, what, they were just pulled up out of, you know what I mean? They were in a vehicle going pretty fast. Why would they have even stopped?
Huh?
They were in a vehicle going pretty fast. Why would they have even stopped that trap right there?
When they got captured?
Yeah.
I mean, they saw that military vehicle come.
No, that was a whole different situation. Remember, they just pulled up and found those guys.
They found the car with the doors open.
Yeah. Why would they have even stopped for those guys to even capture them?
I don't think they stopped. They were stopped probably. They were like.
I guess a little to make somebody hit the brakes, but I don't know.
Or maybe because they were kind of far away with the bodies. And
I don't know. That was weird.
But anyways, yeah, that's a minor.
Yeah, no, it was a good movie altogether though, because they did follow the journalist. Like the story was actually there. It was actually, I wasn't even paying as much attention to the explosions as I thought I would, because I actually wanted to see what was going to happen to these journalists. Like they were my primary focus, and all the crazy shots and the
explosions.
Boom, bang.
Were great though.
Yeah, no, the movie was fun.
Like
no fun.
CG. I mean, of course CG.
Very agitating.
But it was
sure.
good practical and CG effects.
Yeah.
Combo.
No, they did a good job on that one. Liked all my actors too. Kirsten Dunst, I ain't seen her goofy ass in a minute. I feel like
to be honest, that's the weakest thing I think is the acting for me.
Well, I enjoyed Kirsten Dunst.
I don't know. And maybe it was just her character, like she was just so monotone, one note. But I get like that's kind of her character, but there was no emotion.
For sure. But that was the point, right? No emotion. Seen it all, done it all.
Yeah, for me, the acting was a little weak. If there was any kind of negatives that I could find.
I'm gonna just say length, even though I could take that comment back, but for now,
dude, I could have. I was like, it's already over.
Only because they were just boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. Like that was the whole second act.
Yeah, and I'm like, I do like the dichotomy of like the film camera versus the digital camera. Except for the fact that
I thought she was taking good photos with that though. Like, 'cause at first I was like skeptical of that myself. Like, okay,
I was like, how are you using? How are you using a film camera in this day and age?
But it had like an energy to it when you saw the shots. And they were showing the
but
shots.
I get it's like it came from her dad. That's the only one she has. Like,
I felt that.
But Kirsten Dunst, like, Sony, come on, you gotta use a Canon. They were probably funded by.
Sponsored the whole film.
They're probably shot on Sony's or something.
Sponsored the whole film. It was a good movie.
And those moments of like, looking through the camera as like a scope.
That was so like goofy. It was trying to like have some utility in there.
No, it's true. Like, it's like very on the nose, like war. And,
like she's a sniper. Looking through the scope.
Have you seen that before? I haven't.
No, I hadn't seen that before actually. It took me, because right when she did it took me a second to be like, she's not taking pictures. She's on recon now.
It's a utility, man. That was cool,
I guess.
Those long lenses, 24 or 70 to 200s.
Yeah, that was
good. Good zooms. But yeah, like as people that have, done similar things, like tried to capture events, like. I think it does a pretty good job.
It did it justice.
In portraying, like, okay, I don't care. I mean, very, very much lesser scale, but like, not caring what other people think, like just focusing on getting that shot over whatever it does to you. Embarrassment or hurt or fucking.
Yeah, definitely the pain was the one thing that was like, wow, these guys are experiencing some pretty harsh stuff just to get this one picture.
And again, like, all this could have been avoided if people like drones.
I don't know though. I can't even say that drones would save and like stop all this stuff.
What are you doing?
Trying to look up on the drones. Yeah, I don't know that drones would stop all this stuff. Just because there's drones doesn't necessarily mean that there won't be humans out here running around gunning.
I'm just like from the press side, especially. Like, why risk your life when you can just fly a drone and get the shot?
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough.
Okay,
I got
reporter,
what you mean.
she's
Yeah.
like, we're out here on the White House.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, you whoa. The pictures were crazy, but that one was that was crazier though. Like, what are you doing sitting out here?
And
full interview to nobody. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dog. This, like, that was serious.
Yeah.
That was war zone. But yeah,
maybe that's how people would actually be. Never know. I'm sure people film everything always.
Well, it was the adrenaline rush for all of them. I feel like all of them were kind of the same. It was like, okay, it's exhilarating. It's scary, but that's also exhilarating. And you really are like, you're doing something. You're getting that shot on the front lines, that you're capturing a moment in history. Like, I do understand it. But,
it's
these
like
guys were
to an exaggerated level.
Yeah, the most exaggerated level.
Maybe that was the point.
I don't know.
She was saying Sammy was saying like, oh, you're crazy. Like, what do you think? But he was thinking about it himself. He wanted to. He was like,
exactly. He couldn't quit though.
You have to go like around like from fucking.
He had the whole map
Maryland
planned.
Or something.
Yeah, the whole thing. That's crazy.
Vermont, Virginia.
Because even though he wasn't able-bodied, he wanted the high. You know what I mean? Like, he needed to be at the front lines.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I'm sure he died like he wanted to. Amongst friends on the front lines.
That's so unfortunate, man. Like, he even stayed in the car and still was the only one that, that fucking got shot.
Save them. Yeah,
I thought he was gonna shoot the main guy or one of the main guys, like
just pull him like.
Was because he had like an accent. I was like, oh, this guy's he's gonna die. Like,
well, they did. I just got hit by a truck. You don't know what happened to him though. Which was in that like pile of bodies. That was an intense moment for me. I was like, man, that's something I almost can't even imagine.
What's his name? Like that guy with the glasses of the military. Like he's always so good.
Yeah,
he's playing that kind of like evil kind of.
That's how I knew it was gonna go
redneck.
south. I knew right when I saw the actor, this is going south, and he's gonna do a good job with it. But how are they gonna get out of this one? It's like I just knew his character type is always like that bad. I'm like, okay, this dude's gonna kill somebody.
Hey, where you from?
Yeah, and the glasses.
Speak clear English.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You better speak clear English.
That was probably like the highest.
From Hong Kong.
Yeah, that was the highest, like, not thrill, anxiety.
You should have just lied, bro. Like, say fucking any state that you know.
Any state, bro. I would have been like, Texas. Yeah, like, come on, bro. Hey, I'm from Texas. I'm a reporter from Texas. Maybe
he, like, literally doesn't know any
American state. No, that can't be true, because he's a reporter. He could just said the state he was in. That was so goofy. Yeah, he had that one coming. That was a shame. Well, rate it.
It's a 9. Maybe. Do I want to say 9.5? Maybe 9. It depends on what you say, but I think the 9's the right.
Gonna bring it down to an 8.5, but I too thought 9, so I'll give it the 9. It was good. It was good. Yeah. And it really was like, it was story driven. And as much as it was all that war stuff, it really was about those journalists. And they had good arcs. I kind of was able to, I latched onto the characters pretty early. It was fun. It was a good ride. That was a good film. A24's done again.
What was like the negatives?
I'm not going to give it to you later, just the length for me. everything else, the sound design, and you know I don't like war. I don't like watching black people get killed, of course, but all those things were there.
I don't like Asian people.
It was okay. It was for the story. Maybe I can let it ride, but it was a good movie ultimately. Everybody kind of was getting killed.
That presidential assistant or whatever. Hey.
Oh, she just, you know what? She was working for the president, though. That was just bound to happen. Bound to happen. Yeah. No, it was solid. That was solid. I didn't know what to expect, but I got more than I came for. Yeah, great movie. You know?
Great movie. Alex Garland did it again.
Did it again. So, smash that subscribe button and the like button and all that stuff. We love you. We out.